there's a way you do something and people will begin to think that maybe something is wrong with you. But sometimes they don't even understand the reason why you're doing what you do. You get so until you get them to a place of understanding, they always think you're crazy, and I don't think you should be angry about that. Okay, that's where it also calls on you to also have that understanding of others, and to a very large extent that it begins with understanding of yourself, and trying to be empathetic, and also place yourself in their shoes. There has also been times when you also felt the same way about someone else, okay, and they also had to come out of their way to explain, and maybe they think they didn't, what I'm saying? So I think at the long run, to a very large extent, understanding of others stems from self-understanding, and it goes a long way to really maintain and reduce frictions that comes from relationship dynamics, what I'm saying? So the biggest mistake you could ever make is feeling that everyone will understand you at every turn. Not everyone will really get you, and sometimes the worst case scenario, it's when you explain yourself and still people don't still get what you're trying to say, and they still keep on the narrative of which they've been being used to. It can be frustrating, it can be annoying, but sometimes you just have to give it time. Some things are better understood with time. So and when they grow up, actually I use that word, when they get to that point of understanding in the right time, they'll understand you better. I was like someone in school, like how when you in a particular class, you find it very difficult to try to understand what's going on in the class in terms of subjects you're learning. But as soon as you pass that class and go higher up, all of the subjects become more easier. What really changes is not that subjects are that difficult, it's that your level of understanding has increased. You understand what I'm saying? So with that increased level of understanding, you now understand way better things that are lower, okay, because you're not in a higher class. So that's it in life too. And people, not everyone really understand you at the present moment, but with time they'll get to a place of understanding, and they'll understand you. So what I'm trying to say is patience is very important and key to engineering understanding between two people. And you want to also be very emotionally intelligent to understand that you can also be in that same situation, and you've been there most times, and you had to take our time to really get to understand people. There's this situation whereby you just met someone and you don't really get to understand them or try to figure them out. You couldn't solve. You like, which kind of guy is this or ladies? I don't really understand. So, but if you take our time to really, be patient with yourself and patient with them, you guys are gonna meet in the middle, in the place of understanding. So understanding takes time, You know what I'm saying? It requires patience to understand others. It also requires emotional intelligence, being aware of your own emotions and those of others, which encourages empathy and not sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Then the last but not the least, what you really need to understand others is to first understand yourself.